playoff MVP right now.
Yeah,
Because I'm talking from purely MVP criteria, not the best player, whatever the criteria that they use in MVP voting these days.
Yeah, like when Kawhi won MVP, when you had Duncan and
right,
and all them guys. You know.
Game in, game out for the past 7 games we've played. I think Josh just edges out Brunson just a little bit right now on the MVP throughout the past 7 games. That's how much I like what Josh is doing so far this year.
When we had a criteria going into this playoff run, we all said we knew what Brunson was going to step up and do his thing. He was going to have to get 35 for. We knew that, and pretty much he's been doing that. But we said that someone's going to have to step up next behind him, and Josh Hart has taken that. He said, "I'm going to step up my game." He really has.
Yeah.
To keep it a buck, Josh Hart has stepped up his game the last 25 games. Like he went from it being a triple-double machine. He's damn near getting it almost every game. And he's scoring. I mean, do I want him at the free throw line? Game? Hell no. I mean, he was 5 of 8.
He missed one, I think. I know he missed one.
He was 5 of 8. But if you look at the highlight reel of the playoffs so far, Josh Hart is all over it. The three-pointer on the closeout game. I mean, he's making timely rebounds and defensive plays and hustle plays. I mean, he's just doing much as it drives you nuts sometimes, you just can't help but root for the guy. I mean, that's just my personal opinion on him. Yeah. Yeah, but then he'll make up for it or fix his mistake a little bit, you know. And Dante this game, bro, this is the Dante we've been wanting every game. Like, if we're going to make a real, like, this is the Dante we got to have if we have a chance in hell against Boston. Because 2 deep ain't enough. We need them 3 to be like this every game to win this series and move on beyond.
My recliner. Stretching out, listening to y'all.
He back. I'm excited. I mean, I don't know if anyone's detecting a somber tone from anyone else, but I'm excited.
Win 2 of the 3 to get
Feedback.
Okay. Because now Indiana needs to win this one just to get home court advantage coming up on Wednesday. And NGL, Indiana has always played us tough in the postseason since our first encounter with them in '93.
I'm encouraged because I like the fact that we have had close games we had to fight to win and show we have what it takes to fight to finish the game. Because lots of games, people would have collapsed or felt the pressure. Somehow we always find a way to come through. Except for one game so far this playoff series, the past series, did we make a blunder and mistakes that we know we should never make. I still saw mistakes tonight at the end of the game that should not happen, obviously. Inbound in plays, point guard going to the baselines, running through the middle so those are those things which is I feel good about because I think once he sees those things, high IQ Brunson's going to fix those things. And I don't expect it to happen ever again. So I'm encouraged because we haven't had one game we blew people out yet. And there's only one game. Right.
A center
I don't know
away.
about that.
Whoa.
The center's kind of banged up right now.
I'll tell you who's getting banged up right now. It's Denver. They're getting clobbered by Minnesota right now.
And Gobert's not there.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
I'm going to win $100.
Where is he? In the shower?
My next door neighbor is from Denver, so I have $100. Knicks that the Broncos will make. The Broncos. The Nuggets will not make it to the finals. So I got money coming to me, even 10-1, and I'm like, I'll take it. So I'm okay with that news. He was sure, and I'm like, no, you're not. You shouldn't be that sure. Sorry, no. I bet $10 and I'll get 100. Yeah. Yeah, we don't go. We're not like you. We're not like you, Freezer. We don't count 50s and 100s every day. I know you do. That's how you roll. Ooh, snap. Don't remind me. I sold mine 5 years too early.
I couldn't afford a brown pebble.
Clinton Hills, baby. Out of Brownsville, Clinton Hills.
Got that right.
Yo. Oh, man.
No, I'm happy with the win. I'm happy with the win. Everything went well. Just, we got to tick it down and win the next game. Right now, the pressure ain't on us. I'm in love with this. We are actually in a position now to maybe make the EFC in a long time. It looks good. Feels good. So I'm going to enjoy this win like I did the last one when we closed out the last series.
Cowboy Bob's a micromanager.
And what does that make me? The apopheniac of the team?
No, you are. Oh man, what's the coach from Texas Tech? Bobby Knight. You Bobby Knight.
Oh, that's from Indiana.
Yeah, he also did Indiana too. You Bobby Knight.
Now, are you guys okay with game number 90 coming up? To get the championship, we got to go through maybe at minimum 98 games. No, sorry,
Maximum
100 games. If there's 100 games, are you up for 12?
Yeah, you want to know why? Because 4 of them weren't even starters for the first quarter of the season.
But one of them definitely was, right?
Yeah, Brunson's the only one of the starting 5 that's been with us playing heavy minutes.
And you're confident that no, that
Off the bench.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
But okay.
Hartenstein,
but every one of those guys were never starters, right?
This year because he didn't have enough minutes.
So let's use that. Let's use that argument then. For the guys, forget Brooks. Nah, not against Pacers. Against Boston, maybe, but not against Pacers. I think we can still take Pacers even without our bench. But my argument about let's take Brunson out of the discussion right now because he's going to be in game 100 with no break from the summer because he played in the American whatever the World Championships. Also, he played through the playoffs last year as well as a starter for the first time through a second round. So taking Brunson out of the dialogue right now, the bench players who are now starters, although you say that they got rest, it's the same logic of a college ball player comes here now, and he's only played 30, 40 games in college. So why should he be well rested to play 80 games? The physical strain on 60 games for these guys who always used to play, 15 minutes for 80 games, if that, or 70 games. Now these guys are going to be playing 60 plus games of 40 minutes, let's say 38 minutes average. But for the next 16 games, maybe make the next 14 games, these guys are going to average 40 at the end of a season. It's still a mental strain that has to be considered and not automatically dismissed as they've been rested. I think that is a factor.
Do you understand that 30 teams had to pretty much go through the same type of marathon in order to achieve the goal that they're trying to achieve?
Bench players, most of them are bench players.
But it doesn't matter. Bench players, starters, doesn't matter. They're athletes.
Matter. Bench players matter compared to starters.
Jesus, listen, man. They're athletes. They get paid to do this.
Everyone said that till all of a sudden one game you guys said, "Oh, they're too tired." Who's this? Me? So yeah, Lee. Lee. When people say they're athletes, they're getting paid millions of dollars. Lee. Okay.
No, not right now. Please.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm good. I'm about out anyway, fellas. Y'all have a great evening. You know what I'm saying? I'll get up with y'all later.
We'll talk to you later, boy.
Have a good one, Miss Corley.
All right. I had fun with y'all.
Peace. So are you all in the camp of these guys get paid a lot of money and they're professional athletes? They should be able to do it.
That to me doesn't matter because if we win, then we can worry about that later.
No. I'm asking the question of win or lose. I'm asking
if it works, because the thing is, if the product works, why try to fix it at all?
Cowboy Bob, I'm not saying it will work. I'm not discussing whether it's going to work or not. We don't know the future yet. I'm saying, but the premise of they're pro athletes, they are in fact getting paid a lot of money, suck it up and play 40 plus minutes and get through it. Is that a premise that you hold as a valid argument? Or is it possible that there are guys who just cannot do 40 plus minutes and perform at their best?
If it's playoff time, I'm not going to tell a kid or another guy or a player that plays for me, hey, I need you to play all minutes, and he wants to play all minutes, and I know he can be effective. I'm going to use
the argument. Let's start
the
dialogue.
It is the argument because you ask.
I'm asking you the question of, forget about Hart. Hart can play 58 minutes every day. We're not talking about a player. I'm talking about the concept of if you're getting paid a few $1 million a year to play a sport and you're the best of the best, the top 400 in the world, and now I want you to play 40 plus minutes, do you believe that's an argument you can bring to every player and say, suck it up and do it? Or
not everybody's built the same way. And if you look at this team, the players we have.
No, that's all I'm asking. So I'm not asking about this team. I'm asking about the concept. Yes or no?
I'm trying to explain to you the concept works because of the team is built around that concept of next man up.
But you can't say a concept works and then pick a specific scenario. I talk about the concept as an overall concept, not are these guys capable of this? Is LeBron, is everyone capable of playing at elite level at 39 years old, after 20 plus years in the league? Can everyone do that?
Again, everyone's not built the same. So where in
Right,
this
exactly.
example,
So the argument is not is it possible? I'm saying, is it something we can expect of people to do this? Well, based on the fact that they are pro athletes getting paid, should we expect them to do it or not? That's about the Knicks, about the concept of no, no, because the response is always they're pro athletes, they're young, they get paid a lot of money, do it. Because it's a point that is not relevant to every scenario, and just simply saying that as a matter of fact does not apply to many players. In fact, most players can do it. And as you look through the league, there are lots of guys who. No, I'm just always cautious about utilizing the concept of saying play because you're getting paid. And maybe there are times we got to be wary of it. Not that we shouldn't do it, because obviously it's working for us, and these guys are doing it right now. And I don't think stop doing it. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm leaving it on the floor. But I'm a different mindset. I actually go till I go beyond fatigue, and that's where I got some videos of me in some martial arts tournaments, and I had to fight back. I do agree. I do agree with it. I do agree with it. I just said that I don't. No, but no, because I said I wouldn't just say because they are, because I had students where I would never let them do because I know how easily hurt they got because they went through, and I watched my grandmaster kept some guys in because he just says, you know what, suck it up, get in there, and then boom, I saw a knockout, and I'm like, dude, and I could have stopped it, and I didn't. I was the head instructor. I had to call to stop it. Right. I mean, I mean, empathetically, it is a camp I'm in, but understanding Cowboy Bob's concept is that, or perception is that we have those kind of guys who can play 48 minutes, let them run. And so I'm okay with doing what Cowboy Bob's philosophy is in this scenario, but I'm talking about a blanket statement about they're pro athletes, they're young, they get paid a lot of money, let them do it, is not a valid argument.
I'm more worried about lactic acid buildup for those
Right, exactly.
players. I'm more
mhm.
Yeah. Mhm. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I use my gift cards because of two reasons. One, I've seen companies go out of business and the gift card become useless. Two, I actually lose gift cards or lose things and they get misplaced. But then on the third aspect of using gift cards, I've gone to I got a gift card for what's that I just drew a blank on. Geez, this restaurant I never go to at all ever. But it's a very popular restaurant. I just drew a blank on the name. I had it in the back of my mind. But I went there and I'm like, since I'm here, I might as well use a gift card because it's a few miles. So let me go to it and get it. So I use it and there's like $2 change left on it. And the waitress is gonna throw the card away. I go, hey. There's still $2 change left on it. I mean, every meal costs like 17, $20. But I'm like, I want these at $2.17. Now, what I did was the next person next to me, I let them use it. To use up the card because I like to empty the card. Just like I want to make those players play 48 minutes. But I'll use it as fullest because it's available and it can be utilized. Let's use it. So I'm different than you. I will not save gift cards. I actually just got a Starbucks gift card the other day. I never go to Starbucks, but I went because I had the gift card. My wife said, "Hey, there's money on there." I said, $10. Oh, so I got there. I'm like, "How much is on the card?" $10. Said, okay, give me, $11 worth of stuff, and then I give them $1 and the tip and use it up right away. I use it to the maximum. So I do have certain concerns about tips, and it's not about playing 48 minutes. My concern is when. Yep. Oh, yeah, it's a cheap phone they got. I'm gonna get a new phone. They're cheap. It's the Androids they got, maybe. Ty Cowboy Bob, but yeah, I agree with you. It's, based on your perspective regarding the Knicks and our players. But I was trying to do a concept on overall everybody who just throw it out there. Like the too many minutes things on the Knicks, people throw it out there all the time. He's playing too many minutes, and I disagree with that statement of too many minutes because we'll show they average less than some guys in the league. What I disagree with Tim sometimes is he will not give them any break at all when I can see there times you can see fatigue has set in, and he will just let them fight through it. And then part of it was training them made for the playoffs, but part was he just didn't trust anybody else, even if the other guys had shown potential to do stuff. And that's just Tim's nature. And I kind of want to sometimes see other guys get minutes for their own development and for the kids on the floor where I've been the guy where I'm gasping for air and in this case, my grandmaster wouldn't take me on the match because you want to prove to the other team. There's lots of politics involved. A lot of why he did. But mostly he goes, "Oh, they're trying to cheat us, huh?" So he goes, "Go ahead, go next round because I fought 2 consecutive matches. I beat this guy." They go, "Oh, wrong guy. Supposed to fight that guy." And they go, "You want to take a minute before you fight the next guy?" And he goes, "No, let's go, beat him." And I was like, "I'm tired, man," but I didn't say it to him. I was thinking, you can see I was tired. He goes, "Suck it up. Let's go over there, beat him." Reducing a no burn. Oh no. I certainly want players to get burned. I want to get the experience, the guys who are on the bench. But I understand why Tim did what he did and get him.
He was talking about when you were arguing with me earlier about bringing in the bench, like how your boy.
Oh,
No, I was just talking about the bench because that was to the point of him getting burned on the court. They brought him in early and he didn't do anything.
right. Yeah. So I mean, I definitely have. I'm not going to say I'm going to contradict myself sometimes. Otherwise, I'm I'm the I'm a walking contradiction. Okay, I can tell you describe things about me. I love sound of music, and I'm an ex-marine from Jamaica who will hurt you in a heartbeat if I want to break every bone in your body. But if you sing, if the hills are alive with the sound of music, I will sing, rain drops and roses and whiskers and kittens. These are a few of my favorite things, okay? Or, Edelweiss. I'm walking contradiction. I'll wear a pink t-shirt and I'll go down to the MMA fight and I'll choke you out. So I'm a walking contradiction, baby. Just let me let you know that you'll never understand where I'm coming from sometimes. Well, I'll make a statement, but it actually applies to a different scenario Well, my argument sounds like I contradict myself, but it was valid for that scenario, but not valid for the other. Now, because I know Deuce is CP3, GP, Steph, Stockton 2.0, that's why I wanted to get time, because I knew Grimes was not the man, and having Deuce sit behind those guys for all these years was a waste of talent, where right now he could have been at the level of Brunson right now if he had played, started, 8 or more games the past year or two. I mean, again, yeah, superlatives, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna say once again, cardiac Knicks. We got to make some breathing room with these wins. Is all I'm gonna say about that. Game 2, we need to make it count to put the foot to stick the sneaker further on the throat.
Hey, game 2, we need to win. Go New York, go New
Go,
York, go. And
go.
we'll be here tomorrow morning. Yep, we'll be here tomorrow morning for y'all Knicks.
I got work in the morning, so I won't be able to get in.
All right.
I gotta repeat Cowboy Bob. Go New York, go. Loving it.
Peace.
Peace.